listening to a QLB Media Group podcast.
We just talking this Taurus edition version 2.0. Hey everybody, we are back. Yes, we are back, and there's a few things. Believe it. There's a few things before we actually get back. There's a few things I want to tell everybody. You can listen to us via the Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts at. Even on your Alexa or your anybody talking to you or your Google Home. Just say, Alexa, play We Just Talking This podcast, and she'll do that.
About time. He finally has somebody to do what he say.
So
we can't go left in the intro. Wait.
All right. so now you might hear something in a pause and then some laughing, just like you just heard just now, and wondering what is that it is happening. Yes, I destroyed that sentence, but like I said, words don't control me. And if you're wondering what that was, you can watch us via video only on YouTube, and all this can be found on our campsite bio / We Just Talking Ish link found in the description of every show. Now, why do we call this the Taurus edition? Because we're all Taurus.
Facts.
And no, we're not going to talk about Taurus shit all the time.
No.
We're not going to be bashing other signs all the time because we are Taurus.
No,
but we are synced because we are Taurus. And that's just point blank period. Now, Correct. Why do we call it version 2.0? Well, we're going to explain that part on the very first episode. This episode that you're listening to or you are watching, we're going to explain all that. And well,
you're going to explain all of that.
I'm going to explain all that. Yeah. So I am Quintin, and I'm a stand-up guy like there's nowhere to sit. They're probably going to call me a player simp or some shit like that, but that's not what I am.
Simp pimp.
And as always, you hear them and you hear them and you see them. My two wonderful co-hosts, Rosa and
Hi.
We are back on We Just Talking Ish Taurus edition version 2.0.
2.0.
Now that we get that out the way, what is up?
So many things have happened in the last couple of years.
Facts.
Wait a minute. Has it really been a couple of years?
It's been 2 years.
Has it really?
Yes.
358 days. Give or take.
So we started this 2 Februaries ago?
We did.
And
it ended.
Yes, you're right. You did.
First week in March. Just so we're clear, which is why it's the 2.0, because we started and we ended in 5 weeks, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're going to cover all of that here shortly. But yes, we are back.
Yeah. I'm waiting on you to explain, sir.
That's not first.
So how is everyone doing after 2 years?
We're still here, first of all.
That is
we
very
don't have to be.
Amen to that.
For multiple reasons, as far as
multiple reasons, which we will get into. But let's start from top to bottom on this here Zoom. Rosa, what's going on?
Well,
she's not even a Memphian no more. Kind of
I am not. I'm always going to be a Memphian, no matter where I go. I'm going to be a Memphian. But I did up and move to Phoenix, Arizona, just recently. So, yeah, between moving, that's pretty big.
What made you want to move?
Oh, wait. Now you're going to get into the dirty nitty gritty of things.
Starting early? My bad.
Sounds like we are.
She moved
I've
because
been
he
wanting-
canceled the podcast.
Yeah, that's what it was. I've been wanting to ask this though. Why did you move? Like, what made you want to just uproot? Because you're from Memphis, right?
Born and raised.
What makes a Memphian as an adult want to just uproot and move?
I would have to say it was a multitude of things. It was, gosh, I had gotten to the point where I was feeling like I wasn't moving, like I was just sitting still, like nothing was happening in any part of my life that was moving. I was just sitting still, starting to feel stagnant, starting to feel suffocated is what I was doing. And when it got to that point, I was just like, I got to get up and go. It's something that I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm not doing it. And I'm not going to be able to do it here.
Right.
So, I also had started right around the time we stopped. I started my spiritual journey. And when I started my spiritual journey, it was like, that's when I started feeling stagnant, when everything started just hitting me. I started finding out people that were so-called my friends were not my friends. I found out people that were so-called family and had my back were stabbing me in it. It was like anything I touched just really wasn't moving. But the moment I decided, okay, I'm going to find me somewhere to go. I had no idea where I was going. I just was like, I just got to find somewhere to go. And I started researching it, and I had a friend to tell me about Arizona. So I was like, I don't know if I want to live in the desert. So I was like, I don't know about this. So I started researching and realized that in the line of work that I'm in, it was going to be beneficial to me because this was starting to boom in that area so that I would be able to start my own business and things of that nature. So I was like, well, let me get in on the ground floor of it. And it was like there were obstacles in me doing it, but none that I could not, it was like I would get the obstacle and a week later I had overcome that obstacle. I was like, okay, so this must be meant for me to do. Like everything started falling right into place for me to make the move. And when it fell into place, I mean, y'all, when I say fell into place, I had found another job out here. I told my job that I was getting ready to go, gave them my 2 weeks notice. And my supervisor was like, what can we do to make you stay? I told him, I said, point blank period, I am not staying in Memphis at all. I said, I'm leaving. My mental health is more important than any job. And he said, well, okay, I get that. He said, will you be willing to work remotely? Heck yeah. Y'all won't pay me, right? Because out there it's a little bit higher living than, cost of living out there than here. So they came with the money. I came on out here, and that's how it happened. So I'm out here, and trust and believe, it has been nothing but peaceful. And look, we also started the podcast back up as soon as I got out here.
Yeah,
that's true.
What's so peaceful because it's dusty?
No, it's peaceful. Like
you gotta you gotta vacuum a lot.
No, I do not.
It's like you open the door and just dust just flies in.
No, but I do get up every morning. I can open up my blinds and look directly at the mountains.
The mountains with dust on it.
Don't start.
I'm trying. You see, I jumped real quick. I'm trying to.
I'm gonna leave him alone right now because I got him later on.
Ooh wee.
But also the environment is just different. It is a diverse culture out here. My girls are able to mix with different cultures out here. I will tell y'all, they can't fight worth shit.
I already heard this story.
Can't fight worse. Oh my God, they be trying though. That saying. I know how y'all like to tussle. They be play fighting. They be play fighting. I don't even know what that is out here. But
and your babies came out there straight East Memphis on them.
What you said? Looking at them like, this ain't what y'all want. Don't do it. So they also, what can I say about it? Oh, we're going to get into astrology later on, but I'm going to tell you, Patria, I see the moon during the day all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Like I can see the moon and the stars so much clearer here. Now I saw them in Memphis. Don't get me wrong. I saw them, but it's like it's sitting right in my windows, in my bed. I can step outside my house and see it all the time. It's amazing. Like I said, it's peaceful. I don't have to worry about nobody. And believe it or not, I moved out here and don't know nobody. Not one person.
And so what are you doing about Dick?
Oh, so you just gonna choose violence?
You chose violence.
How am I choosing violence?
You chose violence on that one, but look here, sir.
Don't ask questions that you're not ready for when they flipped on you. You didn't think that through
at all.
Are we talking ish or are we not talking ish?
Are we talking?
I just wanted to know how, if you don't know no one, what's going on. You're a woman, a grown ass woman who
you're right.
needs.
Oh, you're right. And until I find that person, I have toys.
Patria,
toys.
how has it been going for you?
Oh no, you asked for it. You asked for it. I got all sizes, all kinds. Sir, yes, I have toys. I have toys. I have time. I have I got porn. Toys and time and porn. I'm good. Now, any more questions? Any more questions, sir?
She answered you.
I ain't think so.
Woo. He
My
chose
bad.
violence early.
My bad. Yeah. Next.
Okay, so what's been going on with me? Since Q broke my heart and canceled the podcast, I experienced another heartbreak right after that. And so I dived into me. Like when you have stuff going on around you that's out of control, you have to figure out how you can ground yourself again. So I had me, so I started working out 4 or 5 days a week, just intense. And that was therapy for me through that. And so by the end of 2020, I had a new job. I started seeing someone else new. I moved. Everything just changed, everything just kind of changed, and I just stepped more into me than I've ever been my entire life, and I'm sitting in it, and I'm unapologetic about it. So the filter that I used to have on some stuff, I have zero tolerance for BS, and I'm not forcing anything. I don't even force myself in jeans anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm not forcing anything, anyone, anywhere, nothing. What's for me will not pass me by. And I sit in that and I own that. And it has been proving itself over and over again. Just like this podcast, it came back around on its own. We all stayed in touch. And we didn't talk about the podcast every time we stayed in touch. We just stayed in touch. And it came back around. And
did. Because it was.
Yeah.
It was going to come back.
I mean,
we didn't know.
You said it about 5 times.
You said but we didn't know. I wasn't going to press you about it either.
Because we were going to leave you. I ain't going to even lie to you. We had decided we were going to go and do our own thing. We wasn't thinking about Q no more.
Yeah.
Just Q didn't think about us.
Sure did. It just broke our heart. Just,
put us in that awkward position and everything.
What
are you talking about?
We gonna tell us what we talking about in just a minute. Because why the show is canceled and what you've been up to the last 2 years are one and the same. Ready, set, go. Grits.
Well, what I've been up to, I guess you're right. They are one of the same. So I guess we're gonna get right into it, huh?
Yeah.
Why this nigga canceled the show?
Yep.
And what I've been up to.
Same thing.
Back when the show had started back 2 years ago, I was in the middle of a breakup. And the breakup came back around. And so when the breakup came back around, we started talking again, me and that person, and there was some jealousy. That's what it was. I'm calling it what it was. There was some jealousy that was coming from her, and since I don't like drama, the show was doomed when she came back around. And so I tried to come up with every which way possible to keep the show going. But then one night when me and the individual was having time together, some text messages came across from my two wonderful co-hosts. And I was like, oh, no, you ain't got nothing. No problems. And this is after, hold on, let me rewind. Our very and final last episode that you guys heard, I had my individual come through to let her know that there was no BS going on when these two ladies were with me. I guess, I had to let her know that we wasn't having a big orgy afterwards.
Biggest
after
mistake.
recording.
Yeah, no, we weren't. And you did do that from a good place to show her that, hey, there's nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue was,
you knew
we looked the way we looked.
And
we got this vibe the way we got a vibe.
If you are watching this on YouTube, fellas, my co-hosts are beautiful.
And she's not.
One. Woosah. So we recorded that whole entire episode, and from the side of my neck, I felt the heat of someone staring me down because she was sitting right there in our recording space, and she was staring me down, and I was just silent as there's a 3-host show, and I'm barely saying anything on this last episode. You won't be able to hear it because it's gone now, but I was
and I never listened to it because I was heartbroken.
That episode was very just dry on my end because I was afraid that these two were gonna say some shit that I was gonna have to come up with an answer for, because I'm not finna edit no shit out of our real live ass podcast here. So that episode was torture for me. And yesterday when we had our little
test run,
y'all mentioned that you saw it was off from the very beginning because you stated that I didn't walk nobody in. I could have swore I came outside for somebody.
No, you didn't come outside at all. For me, you were standing in the little hallway right before we come in, before we get to the kitchen, but you did not come out. You always come out. You did not come out. And then you were just standing at the door. I still had to open the door. And when I walked in, you didn't even really speak. You was just standing there like, and I was like, hey.
The shit was.
And then you moved out the way so I could come in. And then as I walked into the kitchen, she was sitting right there. And I was like, hey. And I spoke and she was like, hey. And I knew then that this was not going to be okay.
Yeah. And when I pulled up and got there, I text and said, hey, I'm outside, because he normally comes outside. As I said, he come outside, get our bags or whatever we bring and walk us up because it's dark outside. So I text and nobody came out. All I got was the porch light. That was it. All I got was the porch light. I was like, oh Lord, something wrong. I walk up and he was standing at the door looking at me like, please don't say the wrong shit. Please don't say the wrong shit.
And you're right. I did give that look. You told.
And I'm looking at him. I'm like, hey, and he just grinning at me, and I'm like, and I look over and I see her bringing her big head around, looking like, and I walk through, and I'm like, hey, and she gave me that. Hello.
Yep.
I wanted to say, roll on over there and quit playing with us.
Okay.
Hold on. Then I looked at Patria, because Patria looked up at me. She was staring me down like, yes. And she was like, bitch. And I'm like, I knew at that moment the show was over with. It was our last episode.
And it was.
So after that episode, you two, did I walk y'all out?
No.
Oh my God. So
and mind you, it was at a dark cove.
We were in a cove and it was dark.
It was dark. No
we
lights,
walked each other
no
out.
nothing. Yes.
And we were in shock at what happened. So we just kind of said, okay. And like we called and texted each other later, but we didn't even like stand there with each other. We walked out together and got in our cars and we was just kind of both like, what just happened? What is happening? Like
the beginning to an end.
The end. Yeah, because we had just got in a groove. We were excited. We were getting ready to do some additional stuff.
Oh my God. You talking about, well, hold on. So after that episode, a day later, I was over there when we were, me and her were bonding or, talking and getting some stuff out. And you guys text. And she was like, who was that? And I was like, it's the group chat. And I was like, you don't have nothing to worry about. I can show you these text messages.
Too transparent.
And I showed her, and I'm thinking she just finna just look at what's there. No,
she started scrolling.
She started scrolling, and then there's other things in there where we just talking about just off the wall shit.
Just stuff, getting like different subjects for what we could possibly talk about for the show, different little anecdotes, just stuff.
Off the wall stuff, and that was it. She was like, she didn't feel comfortable with this, and I sat there on that couch silent because at that point, everything was falling apart, and I did not know what to say to her. I did not know what to do to even coerce her into making her feel like this is okay. Because not only did I have this podcast, I had another podcast with two other girls called The Box Talk.
Yeah, you
so
did.
So now this is another two set of girls coming to my house. I had another one that I was trying to put together between another girl and myself. This is too many girls coming to the house, and she was not feeling none of it. So I had to shut all that down. But the one that hurt me the most to shut down was We Just Talking Is Tourist Edition, because after 5 episodes, the numbers on the website was just like, bam.
Yeah.
And just imagine where we would have been 2 years later today.
Let's not imagine. I'm gonna get mad at you all over again.
Man, I'm mad be ready to fight you.
I'm mad at myself because I'm like, damn.
Played, not denied, because it came back around.
Cause see, hold on now. It could have still happened, but we tried to tell you the outcome of the entire situation. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you finish because I'm gonna get your ass back.
This is true.
So
this is true.
Here's what happened to me these past 2 years. After I got back together with her and the podcast shut down, it was just one speed bump after the other. I end up losing. COVID happened. COVID came into play, and I end up losing my job. Due to COVID, because I was trying to play COVID to my advantage, to the reason why I was late every day, having to take my son to Somerville and then wrap it all the way around to East Memphis. I cannot get here on time because of this COVID stuff. He's not in daycare. I'm working it, but it's not working because a new woman came to be boss lady at my job, and that was the first she got rid of.
Yeah,
lost my job. Then I guess my significant other at that time decided that, I see him spiraling down again into being that Quintin that I didn't like. And so she decided to do what she wanted to do. And because I'm not finna get into the technicalness of this, we broke up. And I was distraught behind it.
Very distraught.
Not more so because,
Because you gave up everything to try to give it a second chance. And
Yes,
that's what you cannot do for any healthy relationship. You can't give up yourself for a relationship. The relationship is two whole people creating another whole situation, not you. But we told you that the day that you decided to cancel the podcast, and we knew that podcasting was your passion. This is something that you love to do. So you're willing to give a piece of your soul away for somebody that didn't give a damn about you. And look what happened.
Right.
You got scars.
Because we also told you she was
and
only
other
man, physical, mental.
Physical scars and mental scars behind it.
So moving, they right. So moving along, that breakup was one of the hardest I've ever been through, and it's not because she did what she did. It's more so because men be thinking that we can do whatever we want to do.
And she ain't going nowhere.
And she ain't going nowhere.
And
but
she ain't gonna get her lick back.
The moment they do it to us, oh my God. And it was an oh my God situation. Which led to me getting shot. In the ass. Like and not like Bad Boys 2, Martin Lawrence, the bullet grazed across his ass. No, this one went in the cheek
and sat there.
It came out. When the cheek came out, I ended up falling in the midst of that and broke my hip. So now I got this bionic leg that has a rod from the hip to the knee, and then from the accident I was in previously, I got a plate here and then some stuff going on in the ankle. It's like the bionic leg here. So I ended up getting shot. So that's why I'm
so your stroke game changed too.
Well,
I had to get you back for getting rolled
one side. It's one side.
The stroke game is not the same anymore either.
The stroke game is perfectly fine. It's just I can't be on the knees for a long period of time.
We knew something changed. He gonna try to fix it up. Bottom line, it ain't the same.
He got a one leg. He got a one leg.
And so
but I don't even think that's when I remember when you called and you were telling me all of this. I don't even think the fact that you being shot happened. I think it's really what she said to you when you were laying on the ground that did it to you. Like I think that was the moment for you. Like
that was the moment it did it
that
for me.
That was cold. Like I was like, you said she say what?
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
I was ready to fight.
Yeah.
I was ready to fight.
Yeah.
So I had to go through all that stuff, finding a lawyer.
Yes, you did.
To keep me out of the jail cell because the accusation that she put on me was just something tough that could have had me sitting in jail for 11/29.
Very true.
So I'm alive. I'm not in jail. And it just took me a minute to just get over that. Now, did I get over it like a man should? No. I went on a fuck fest, and I am sorry for anybody who's watching me who got fucked on during my fuck fest healing process.
There wasn't no healing process.
The fuck fest healing process. I apologize. It was a lot of trips to Little Rock. Yeah. Yeah.
Sir.
And so that year went by of just getting shot, woke a nigga up.
And that's just crazy because we told you.
Because
we told you, but you had to spiral all the way down to that.
The only thing you did not get, the only thing we didn't tell you was the getting shot part. Everything else we told you was gonna happen, and you just was like,
the getting shot woke a nigga up because the things I was doing, like to try to get her back or to like keep tabs on her, was just
it was adding fuel to the fire.
I was just finna say, baby, you gave Kanye a whole playbook.
It's Kanye.
He is following it.
And
Kanye meets with Inspector Gadget and James Bond.
Yeah, so
the surveillance.
So got shot, and
It
yeah,
wasn't worth it.
it wasn't worth it, and it totally woke me up. And so, and I had just got my job back from the same company that fired me.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm a merchandiser, I'm a friendly neighborhood merchandiser in your store closest to you.
I just need
And
my
then
shirt.
turn around, turn around. As soon as I started, a month and a half later, get shot off for 6 months.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Got closer to God. Once that didn't come right after, but
He was still
once I was able to use both legs and with my crutches, I was getting in and out of them hotels with my fuck partners that I was choosing. So I did not heal correctly.
Mm-mm.
And I apologize to anybody who I
You
pretended.
bled on during that time.
Yes. And so now I'm back. We're back.
You forgot one more thing that happened.
What?
What you end up having.
You forget a piece.
In the middle of all that breaking up, I decided to go get my thing wet, and now I have a beautiful 1-year-old daughter.
She almost 2. Let's be clear.
Yes, she'll be 2 in May. She's May 16th.
She's a Taurus.
Yes,
She the day after me.
Mhm.
Yep, she the day after me. Bless her
Yeah.
heart.
So things happen for a reason
They do.
because I was really mean about that whole situation because I was in denial. Once I found out, I was in denial because I was still trying to get back with my other child's mother. But things happen for a reason, and now I'm closer than ever, and I love my little baby girl to the moon and back. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so sick.
Finally got that motorcycle fixed.
Yeah. So we noticed.
It's sold now. Tried to have a biker boy summer, and I'm single. Are you guys single?
Yeah.
Because to have a biker boy summer is kind of like having a hot girl, a hot boy summer, but on bikes. So that motorcycle was parked out. That was part of my healing too. The motorcycle was parked in front of a lot of houses at nighttime. Apartment
You just
lots.
bled out over the place. Oh my goodness.
Because I was single and wanted to do my thing.
No, you was trying to. You was doing it.
You were
get up
trying to
under
numb.
one, two.
Yeah, you were trying to numb what you
were
were
trying to
feeling.
numb what you were doing.
You weren't facing it. You were trying
Been there,
to
done it. So
numb it.
I totally understand.
I can admit it. I was wrong, but it felt wrong. Felt right.
Yeah, that was my first. That was my first blonde phase. So I get it. I'm blonde again, but I'm not. I'm not
felt
moving
right.
the same
And
way.
then I'm leaving these houses at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, seeing how I can get on this motorcycle that's very loud when you crank it up and not wake the neighbors.
So you woke up plenty neighbors.
Plenty neighbors because it was
The
a straight,
neighbors knew your bike.
straight.
I bet the neighbor knew my bike. Vroom, 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 vroom.
So yeah, and so there's a lot more to that story, but I gotta filter it.
Hot rod. Literally, you got a rod.
Yeah, a lot to my story, but I have to filter it due to, I know they're going to be listening, and I'm not trying to, these are my baby mamas now, and I'm not trying to have drama on me. But yeah, I was reckless, got shot, became more reckless with the dingling,
Got another baby.
got another baby, and I'm single. I'm gonna keep stressing. I'm single.
I wonder why.
That's another episode.
We're gonna make it this episode. Single is what I need to be, I guess.
But you're not. Yeah. Okay.
Single is what I not need to be because I wear my heart on my sleeve, and
No, because you still need to heal.
You need to heal, which is why you need to
It's
be single.
been
And you're
2
not
fucking years. Why
but you're
am I
not
still
really
here?
baby,
but
you
you're
didn't
still
heal.
doing you're still entertaining, you're distracting yourself. You're not really healing. You're distractions.
Look,
You're not finding what's the
stay off my
problem.
No.
Facebook page, and I won't have nothing to entertain. Just read the post, like it, and keep it moving.
The
Who
only
needs to
person
do
you
that?
can control is you, Quintin.
If you respond, you respond.
And you can respond in a way that
You
doesn't-
cannot
that
respond.
don't
You
get
can
you
keep,
blocked.
you cannot look
Like
at your
Saturday.
notification.
We're not going to do that.
Hey, I'm just following your lead, sir. You didn't lead me right to that point.
So you might be right. I need to heal. Yeah.
You do.
Well,
We know we right.
I mean, but I think I'm good. I'm chilling
Yep.
right now. I'm doing my thing.
I thought you were seeing a therapist.
I tried that, but then that therapist told me something I ain't like, and I stopped seeing him.
That's the
That's
point.
probably what the.
He said something real off the wall, and I that went against like what that man tell me. He was like, so when I was telling him the story, and he was like, "Well, how can she withhold the sex from you now? Y'all got a child together. That's crazy." The man literally told me that.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I
you
guess-
need a
Yeah.
therapist.
okay.
So
Nah, he
I
wasn't
guess
the
when
one.
you pick your therapist, you need to know their religion, because it sounds like he wasn't religious to even,
They ain't got nothing to do with religion. It sounds like he a rapist. As my baby said, the
I'm
rapist.
like,
she
so
said the
I'm-
therapist
nah,
is the
this-
rapist.
This ain't
rapist.
this ain't working for me.
A rapist.
I guess.
A rapist. That's what
And
she
then
calls
it's like,
it.
I guess black people need to see black therapists.
Oh,
They
absolutely.
He was
do.
white.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah. You
So-
gotta find you a new therapist.
Yeah, that was only one thing that didn't last long.
Yeah, and then you heard him say when we were on the phone, what was it, Saturday, that we're his therapist right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Katrina got a couple of more weeks before she graduates.
Now, I got more than a couple more weeks, but
I'm gonna-
that's the end goal.
I'm gonna make up a word here. They're gonna therapize the shit out of me.
Oh,
Here on
absolutely.
We Just Talking Ish.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
2.0.
I am.
Absolutely.
And that's why it's 2.0, because this is our second go at this. There's not going to be a third or a fourth, because I'm like you said, I love doing this. This is so much fun. But now that you're there in Arizona, Patria is somewhere in Memphis, I'm here in Millington. Why not do it via Zoom? And that's even fun, because I'm a geek, and the technology is I'm just mind blown with the shit you can do with Zoom. And so I'm happy we're back.
I'm
missed
happy
y'all.
we're back too.
I am too.
missed y'all. This is going to have me occupied throughout the week, so I can stop using my ding-a-ling for
My ding-a-ling. My ding-a-ling.
because
Yeah, I know I got a song for
I'm
you.
in my bachelor pad, and I'm not finna turn the bachelor pad into a scheduled
No.
No.
chick
No.
house of horror.
No. We want you to really heal.
So yeah, I missed you guys.
Did
We
you?
missed you
Yeah.
too.
You don't listen to nothing.
Nothing we say. Nothing. Just gave
But
him
we
whole
appre-
advice over the weekend, and
Did he do
went.
it? No. he
No.
didn't do nothing.
It was like,
Oh, he was just texting before you get in the room.
Whatever. Okay.
Hey,
But
no.
well, look, I'm
you what?
Yep.
Hard headed.
Yep.
hard headed.
Hot rod.
Whatever. I'm hard headed.
Hard headed.
Well, at the- at
And
the
it makes
end-
us soft.
At the end of
Hey,
the
It's
day,
not bulletproof.
at the end of the day, this hard headed ass nigga is single. Well, what about y'all?
I'm single. I'm
I
very
am
much
Out
single.
there in
I have
Phoenix.
been, but I was single before.
I was single
the-
before too.
Not really.
I was single adjacent.
Yes. There we go.
And now I'm single in building.
Well, see, I'm completely single. Like, there's nobody to say anything about anything. I mean, now, given the fact that some of them do try to say things, but yeah, until we make it official, sir, and I'm not making anything official until I know for sure this is what I want, I'm not doing that. So yeah. And then from what I hear out here, and I don't know, so anybody from Arizona, please chime in, tell me the truth. I was told that the black men here are checking for the Hispanic and white women.
Well, you look a little Mexican, so.
But I can see that though. I can see that though. You being so close to Cali.
Well, even the guy that I did, a couple of guys that I did meet that were from Cali, they was like, "That's weird." But yeah, so the black women are either dating the white men and the Mexicans, or they're not dating at all. And I keep hearing people saying how the dating scene out here is horrible.
What's for you won't pass you by.
Look, I didn't come out here for love anyway. I came out here to make some money. So, hey, I'll go fly somewhere else and meet me a man, maybe. It doesn't matter.
We'll find us something to do when I get out there.
We will.
Well, document it, because I'll be right here.
Yeah, you will be right there.
Yeah.
No rods allowed.
Because if I get out there, I'm
I love you, cute.
I'm about to reactivate my Tinder and go and set it up prior before getting there.
See, that's why you can't come.
See,
oh my God.
Look, he gonna be calling us about, can y'all come to my room? It's a key down at the desk.
Nope.
Man, we coming to your room for?
No,
I need somebody to untie me from the bed.
He done beat up all the pizza boxes in the room.
Not the
all
pizza
the
boxes.
mics that he hid under the bed for surveillance have been snatched out and discovered.
Not the pizza boxes. Not that.
Yeah, the pizza box.
I'm not gonna ever forget that.
Ever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a funny story.
I just imagine like the scene from Boys in the Hood when Trey was punching the air.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was. That Gemini had me fucked up.
You still a little hot about that, ain't it?
And now let me add to the list. Aries have me fucked up.
And Pisces, what did I tell you Saturday?
Up.
You need to date you somebody that's born later on in the year, because these people born in March, April.
You don't need
May,
a spring.
June,
Cancers
July.
got me fucked up.
That's not for you. So
Taurus got me fucked up.
That's why I said you need to start with somebody that's born in August and beyond.
You need a fall and a winter, baby.
I tried to talk to a Taurus and we too much alike. This ain't gonna work. We both can't try to play each other.
Yeah, because Taurus men have temper tantrums, and Taurus women be laughing at them.
Temper tantrums.
Yes,
I guess that's why my desk is lopsided now.
Beating the pizza box.
Yeah, that's why he lopsided now.
Desk is lopsided now.
Taurus men have temper
got
tantrums.
one leg.
How you gonna pull a me on me and get mad? Like, don't do that.
We do that. I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
And he-motional?
He-motional.
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 That's nice. He-motional.
Yeah, are some he-motional men. Be like, really?
Yeah.
And I got one. I raised one, and he's most definitely.
My baby boy Taurus too, and he is he-motional.
Most definitely. I'd be like, why all the dramatics, sir? Why all the dramatics? Stop it.
You were dramatic.
Very.
And the two that I dated, I was like, ain't that my role?
I just told y'all what happened
What
to
you
me.
mean? I don't like that. Why can't men be emotional?
No, you can be emotional.
You can be emotional.
Because y'all swear up
Did
and
you hear
down
me
the
say
minute.
dramatic?
No, dramatic was the key.
Men be acting like bitches. Because
No,
it's
the drama. What did I just tell you happened to me the other night? It was the ex that was a Taurus. The conversation was not going his way, so he turned into three.
Or it
people.
could have been the laugh that you put behind it. That would make anybody mad. He being serious, heartfelt, and you laugh. Oh, now, Patrice.
She had already said no, thank you.
I had said no multiple times already, and
Yeah,
he
but
was
he
just not
loves
accepting.
you.
No, he don't.
He didn't.
That's
in the
where-
moments where that mattered, he had 3 years, to get it together.
And that's
I
where
gave him chance after chance, and now that you have no more chances,
And
and it's
then
like,
you
she
actually
really
meant
not
no.
playing with me.
right. So
I've actually meant no all of 21. I ain't seen that man since 2020.
So what happens is this is why I took my breakup with my son's mother so hard because
You didn't act right the first time around.
I didn't act right the first 3 times around, and
See?
I said 3.
It's
said
the
3.
same case for this guy because he had multiple chances,
but we know what to do to try to get back in.
but
and
it didn't work
becomes,
no more.
It becomes a cycle. So
Yeah, but
this
it
time,
didn't work
when,
anymore.
hold on. This time when she was done for real,
Yeah,
I didn't know she was done for real,
but she
And
told you
then
she was done.
and she was done for
Exactly.
real.
So
'cause-
that's you in
Oh,
your
no,
own
no.
Taurus stubbornness, thinking that you're going to bulldoze, catch the words, your way back into a position that you already had that you lost, and then you want to get mad at me? No, sir. That's why you get that laugh. Because I would have laughed at you too.
Hold on now. For the very first time ever on We Talking Ish, I'm going to kind of sort of halfway put a little dap on it, agree with Q.
Mm-mm.
And the only reason why I'm saying it is because if we keep telling them we are done and then we take them back
Yeah.
and we tell them again, I'm done. And then we take them back. When we do finally tell them that we done, no, they don't believe us.
Mm-mm.
They do not believe us. Why should they believe us when we done took them back all these times?
In my case,
And she
when
went
she
it was a
did-
whole year.
and she
I
went
did
and
a
did
whole
what
But
she-
I'm talking about in his situation. In his situation, he was like, okay, you done said that before. You done said that time and time again. But she was like, okay, I'll show you better than I can tell you. And the reason being is because I have been her. I can show you better than I can tell you that I'm done. I can show you better than I can tell you when I'm over it. Don't worry about it. And that's what he got. And he,
Ice cold.
being the person to dish it out, can't never be the one to take it. So he didn't believe her when she said she was done. So she showed his ass how done she was, and then cooked his ass.
And I didn't even show nothing. I just giggled. All I did was giggle.
That giggle sent them over that he was a he was a boiling pot already, and that the laugh just his cup is
because he
running
went from
over.
begging to dang near tears, and then when I said,
Yep. That sent them over the top. I feel for you, brother. I understand. I'm on your side with that. That was messed up.
it was messed. He was messed up. He got what he got.
Man.
He earned it.
But we don't realize what we have until it's too fucking late.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Yep.
and by then somebody else is realizing what it is and trying to hold on to it.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Well, she still didn't have to laugh at you, brother.
It was
I
funny.
did. It was funny as hell. Y'all don't understand.
I have been there too. When you done told somebody, hell, I got somebody that even now I have told him for going on 3 years. Ain't gonna happen. Leave it alone. Go on about your business.
I will say, men
I done
don't give
blocked
up.
I done blocked my number. Blocked his number. I done blocked him on every social media. I have done it all. This man will creates text app numbers
Text that
to reach
number.
out to me.
Because you can,
It
when you
takes-
download, you can change your number like 3 times.
Q, you know about that.
Yeah.
Q, you
Yeah.
Yeah, he know. Yeah, he know. it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He did that.
When Google Voice was a thing, I even had one of those.
Wow.
And I'll just get a text out of nowhere. Hey, how you doing? Who is? They no text thread, so I'm like, who is this?
That's the calm
That's
way
when
of
I
hating
find
it.
out. And I'll be like, bruh,
Y'all are
Oh.
persistent. I tell you that. Y'all be full of lies and full of tries.
man.
We changed.
Who?
Oh my goodness. You know
we
what?
done changed.
I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of hearing it.
What's
I'm sick of hearing
with
it.
that face, Patria? We changed.
Who
Your
changed?
draws.
If that.
God. Oh my God. We just talking this, ladies and gentlemen. But it may or may not be true.
That's the only thing that's been damn changed is your drawers and your phone number when you're trying to get in touch with her when she done blocked you. That's it. Ain't nothing else changed. Y'all still the same person. You just gonna keep trying.
Yeah, until they really decide within them, I'm gonna do what it takes to make this work.
And sometimes they don't even realize. Even if we say no and we are really done with you, if you are actually putting the effort into either being peaceful with the situation, but still being present, you might get your ass back in there.
So can you rekindle a relationship depending on the situation?
Not me. I ain't say me.
Lord.
I just said it can happen. See, my thing is this. I have
once
trust
you fumble
issues.
me.
Well, that must be a female thing because I've went back.
I mean, I've gone back when I wasn't done.
Yeah, when I'm done, that's it.
I can't go back.
Because I have what's called a mental timeline, and I can present one version of myself to you that you're aware of, but I have a whole game plan in my mind about how long I'm going to give you to give you an opportunity to right your wrongs in a certain space. And I may be telling you, like, you know what, don't worry about it, I'm good, but I'll still hold for a certain amount of time in my mind. And then once I get past that deadline, once that switch is completely turned off, it does not come back on. Because I know I'm patient. I know I give chances. I know I ride. I know I do. I know I stay.
Tauruses are not patient. So
see, that's
that's
not true.
When it comes to what we want.
When it comes to something that we want and we know that it can work because we're hard workers.
I'll ride past McDonald's and see a line and I'm not waiting.
That's something different.
And that's not the same thing. When you want something, you're paid. Think about it, Q, for real. If it's something that you know you can have, it's something that you know you'll be good at, you know that you'll be good for it and it's good for you, you'll wait on it. And it don't matter the amount of money. Think about how you've invested back in this podcast this fast.
Mm-hmm.
There's no amount of money, no amount of time that you're not willing to sacrifice to make it work, because you know that if you put your time in it, you're going to get it back out. And we feel that way about a person that we really fall for. It take us a minute to fall, but once we fall, we in. Mm-hmm. And we, you know, it ain't nothing we won't do.
Well,
there's nothing we won't do.
You got to also look at it as this. How can a Taurus be known as loyal if we not patient?
Yep.
It takes patience to be loyal to somebody. You know, it takes a whole lot of to get to be patient and to get to know that person, to be able to find a reason to be loyal to them.
I don't know why he playing. That's what he in right now.
Well, what?
You being patient right now with what just happened Saturday.
Patient as hell.
That is the patience that you're exhibiting right now. Is what I'm speaking of, because you're not really done.
He has patience, but he needs to be a patient.
You're not done. This is exactly what I'm talking about. But once you really decide to be done with that and you cut that switch off, you're going to be done. So you have an external timeline and you have an internal timeline. Once that internal timeline is done and I'm done, I'm not going back. Not at all. I ain't look that way. Like it don't feel nowhere close the same. And I actually tried. I remember there's one situation. I waited as long as I could because I knew that he was going to come back. But by the time he came back, I'd already cut that switch off. And I knew the switch was off, but I still gave this person the opportunity to try, and I felt nothing. And I couldn't even will myself back to it. And I was like, I can't. But I knew he was going to come back, and I was just hoping that the timing would be right where I would still have that space open for him to come back. And this particular guy, he waited past that time, and I tried. Like I really wanted to feel the way I felt for him when he came back to ask me to come back, and I just couldn't. And one thing I'm not is fake. I couldn't fake it. I felt nothing.
And to me, I used to think, I was like, well, maybe it's my trust issues because they done broke my heart before, or things that, and it is that, and because I'm side-eyeing you, you know, I'm waiting on that ball to drop is what I was doing. And I'm just like, I don't like this feeling of waiting for you to drop the ball. Like I'm constantly on guard with you because I'm knowing that you you have the capability of doing things that will hurt me. So if I feel like that, then no, I can't come back to you because you've already done some damage. And 9 times out of 10, I can be cool with you. I can be cordial with you, but we ain't doing nothing else. No. And then too, I'm the type of person, like you said, that switch. They be like, "Hey, you used to be passionate with me. You used to be this with me. You used to be that with me." And I'm just like, yeah, that was before you did that dumbass shit. And now I don't feel nothing for you.
Yep.
I don't feel you at all. Like, you can kiss me. I had my own ex-husband. He tried his best one day to get back. And he was like, this man was trying everything. He done picked me up, all that old passionate ass kissing. He was doing all of it. And I was like, sir, can you stop? I don't want to do this.
No, nothing.
Stop. And I was just sitting there like, okay, so this is what you gonna do. He was like, you really don't feel nothing, do you? I was like, not at all, sir.
Yep.
Not at all. First of all, okay, this gonna start some shit. But anyway.
Well, you didn't get with what I said.
This is the we talking ish shit that we talking about, y'all.
You done got with this ogre looking ass chick and reproduced with it, and then you want to sit up and think you gonna talk to me, touch me, kiss me, and I'm supposed to? No, I don't know what. I don't know if she had her shots this year.
Oh my God,
you can't do that.
I can't.
I don't know if she had her shots this year.
I need to get on here in search of guidelines of podcasting because I know this is not one of them.
If it's the ogre, the reproduce with it, or if she's had the shots that's taken me through this place.
Baby, I didn't know none of this. I didn't know none of that. And then, at the time, it was locked up in the kennel, so I didn't know.
Oh, my God.
I didn't know. I didn't know what it was locked up for.
Unplug your mic right now.
I'm just saying. I didn't know what it was locked up for. I mean, I found out later on, it was just needed a slap on the nose because it was stealing and robbing and all that good.
Oh, my God. So it's a dog. It's a puppy. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like one, but I mean, it breathes like one too.
Goodness. Now you hear it. This is her and her alone.
I can't.
I'm just saying.
All of that does play a factor into when this switch is off.
It's off.
You can't cut it back on. And when you were talking, it made me think about the guy that I was referring to that really tried to come back, and I really, really wanted to feel something, but I just couldn't. I remember saying to him, I was like, because this was like one of the first guys that I kind of like seriously liked after my divorce. So that was a lot opening back up to that for the first time, in considering that, okay, possibly I can be with someone like that again. And when all of that happened and he was just like, you really don't feel anything, and what can I do? I was like, I let you in. I had this wall built up from my marriage and that failing and all of that. I said, and you were patient and you tore down that wall. I said, but the wall I have up now is the wall that you built.
For you.
And you can't.
You can't even climb over it.
Yeah,
you can't even climb it. You cannot penetrate that wall at all.
Like, you can't even.
Yeah. Penetrate.
Like, yeah. So when I'm done, I'm done. And on the phone, that other situation, that's another thing that set him off after the giggle. I said, it's real cold on the other side of my love, huh?
Ice, baby.
It's a little frigid over there. It's a little frigid.
Icebox.
Not the same Big Daddy that.
Yep, it is.
That you were so highly talking about.
Yes.
Yep, that's exactly who it is.
I guess in version 1.0 of Taurus Edition.
Yep.
Yeah, he was Big Daddy in 1.0.
The one where you was coming to the job and doing all kind of things. Not that Big Daddy.
Yep. Buy me tires.
Yes, I remember that.
Jewelry, the new couple of pairs of Converse I slid in there with, I had just got. All of it. You can't buy me though.
Oh, wait, baby. Because I done had quite a few lately to try to do that one.
Of course, if we
accept all gifts,
together, I mean, like we together, that's kind of, you can do whatever, but that's not a requirement. Like extravagant gifts and funding my lifestyle. I can fund my own lifestyle. That's cool. But if we
so you pushing P.
Let's be clear. We had our teenagers clarified.
So you pushing P. I am
the P to push.
So it's not when two penises are rolled up against each other.
No.
Your boss.
Your boss. Your player.
Okay.
I am the P.
Managing your own.
Pushing P.
Yeah, he needs to come push this P. If you can push this P, then we can talk.
Hello.
The P Walker, that's right.
The P Walker.
The late night stalker. Okay.
I don't stalk nobody. Be stalked. I don't miss nothing. Let's be clear. I see everything.
What you saying?
And if I don't see it, I got a set of eyes to my left, right. I got ops. I got operatives. If I send a text, can you check on this? It will be checked on. So I don't miss nothing.
Oh, because we investigate for sure.
Oh yeah.
Trust me, that's how we found out about you.
And we had
dates times and
that
everything
being
on
said, we just talking ish, and we have some great shit like this every episode.
Ooh, that rhymed.
What are we going to be talking about
next week?
Next week, any week. Let them know what we are going to get into. Some of the topics.
What we got?
A few down.
The worst sign we ever dated.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Brunch rundown.
I'm looking for I need to know.
What about your friends?
Open relationships.
Let's see. The serial monogamous.
Girl code and guy code.
Women. Whom do you prefer? Whom do you prefer to?
Go ahead.
You do. You break a lot of guy codes. Women. Whom do you?
I don't break girl code, but I have called several guys to break guy code.
That's true. I have done that. This is true.
We can delete the Quintin seeing the therapist episode because he's not.
He's not.
Not kids and other parents. Ooh.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Step parents, step kid, all of that. He won't change and she won't leave.
We just got to talk about that.
Did. Is love really love anymore?
Yeah.
Do not disturb. Do you use it when you're with your sneaky link or your significant other? Do you use do not disturb? And iPhone has a new feature where to tell you if your notifications.
Well, in brief, my do not disturb turns on at 9 and turns off at 6 unless you're on the favorites, and then you can get through. I even have it where if
you can notify anyway.
If I'm in a certain location, it will come on.
Oh,
if you're in a certain location,
so like
that's a new feature that is added.
But I just want to know what location he at.
Church?
She said that too fast.
Because my church computer is also hooked up to my iCloud, so I don't need I don't need the online feed hearing dings and text messages.
He don't want to mess around and come on the screen one of his videos from his night before.
Y'all should see his eyes right now. The people on YouTube don't see your eyes right there. If you didn't see it, pause the video, rewind it 10 seconds, and look at Quintin's expression.
So, yeah.
Please.
Do not disturb. Well, I'm looking
focus on yourself.
Focus, which I am doing.
No.
Kind of. Because we're doing this again.
Okay.
I brought this back.
Podcast, he loves it.
I had I did my motorcycle thing. I don't know if I'm finna get another one or not, but that was fun. Everything that was took from me, I'm bringing back.
Come on.
It was not taken from you. You gave it up willingly.
You did. You sure did. You surrendered.
For a healthy relationship.
But
it was not healthy at the time.
Healthy relationships don't require you to surrender anything. At all.
I didn't know that at the time. I thought that what I was doing was.
We told you. We told you.
With that being said, I am Quintin.
I'm Patria.
And I'm Rosa.
Those the Giggle Boxes. And this is We Just Talking Ish. Taurus edition
Point.
version 2.0.
Oh.
Because y'all say out here in Memphis.
Oh.
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 Ooh.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh.
You.
We're gone. Y'all have a blessed time. Thank you for listening. Like I said, you can hit the subscribe button and the follow button on whatever platform you are listening to us on, and so you can be notified when we drop an episode every damn Monday. When you wake up, it'll be there. And if you want to catch the videos of these funny ass Zoom calls, you can get it only on YouTube. I'm not posting it on Facebook.
No.
Because y'all need to get off of Facebook. Because a lot of people just be on Facebook.
You just need to get off Facebook.
24/7 all the goddamn time.
You need to get off Facebook.
Why?
It has gotten you in enough trouble playing ABC.
I'm a grown ass man. So
Playing ABC.
until next time.
Make sure y'all go to our TikTok as well. We'll have things posted there.
Yeah.
She got the TikTok going. Then we got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere you want to use, you can. Yeah.
And if y'all got some other topics y'all want us to talk about and put our little spin on it, please tell us.
Right, but
We'll add it to the list.
we're not accepting guests. So we are not accepting guests. So if you,
No.
I mean, you put
No.
that
We
in.
stress you out enough.
I've stressed out enough. I don't want 3 women in here cackling hens on me. So yeah.
You don't want to get a dude? You don't want to get you a dude so he can help out maybe?
The dude won't be able to hang.
I know it, but I was just going to try to help him out. We'll kill both of them.
That now I'm inviting a male into my space.
They'll be too mesmerized to focus.
Yeah, because you two are wonderful. Just wonderful. Y'all, because if you look at yesterday's video, they was looking like anything. And so we're out.
Hey!
Not that little shade bomb you dropped in there real fast.